Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike, CEO and owner of Fieldcraft Survival. I'm out here on the range and I wanted to talk to you guys about shouldering properly an M4 carbine. Now remember, a lot of people get wrapped around this platform thinking it's a rifle. This isn't a rifle, like a deer rifle. If you shoot this like you shoot a deer rifle, you'll be limiting your abilities or the capability of the weapon system. For example, if I took a bolt action rifle that recoiled into your shoulder and I stood up with it, because I'm fortified in a position prone, that's going to allow me to barricade that shoulder weld and gun in my shoulder socket. But if I stand up with that same gun and do the same thing, it's going to muzzle flip and recoil aggressively. Well, the way that an M4 works is different in the way it cycles in its operation. Right? Remember, the bolt carrier group, which is here, reciprocates back, and you have a buffer and buffer assembly that includes a spring that dissipates all that felt recoil. And the gun will actually do this. Can I demonstrate that? Yeah, let's do that. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do it one-handed. Look, so the idea is if I'm barricading and I'm pulling back like traditionally you would with a rifle, I'm supporting myself to allow me to manage the recoil. But watch this. In fact, I'm gonna do this. Right? So I'm not barricaded on the gun. So this allows me to utilize this gun by driving the carbine faster. When I stand up, the advantage is I can maneuver this gun around my arm in confined spaces. If I barricaded the gun, I would be limiting myself by the length of the gun. Also, in addition to that, I need to be able to bring the optic to my eye because it takes more time to shoulder and seat my cheek weld when I could shoot it standing straight up. Because remember, the tactical advantage of a carbine over a rifle is I could run and gun with this particular gun. So the target, my eye, I'm simply putting the optic in between the two. So if I'm here, I would drive the gun, lift the gun to my eye where I see it, but I'm not dipping myself into the gun. As you can see right here, it's not completely shouldered in the socket. It doesn't have to be though. Remember, I just shot that with one hand and it went down. So now I'm giving it a little bit of resistance by offering some friction, but it's enough to keep it seated to where if I release this hand, it's still up. I got a C-clamp forward. I'm holding down with slight pressure with my thumb and finger and a C-clamp. I'm gonna offset this one and I'm able to shoot from this platform without aggressively, physically manipulating myself onto the gun. The biggest mistake a lot of gun guys make is they do too much on the gun. The idea should be stand like you would stand and drive the gun to my optic line. Any variable inputs, either prone or any alternate position and standing, is going to affect the accuracy and effectiveness and speed of the weapon system. I don't have to do that. If I'm starting from the low ready or the high ready, it doesn't change. High ready, I'm simply pushing down with my support hand and I'm pushing up with my dominant hand. Low ready, depressed. Again, I'm not going to sit like this, right? Like on a drill, because the advantage is I'm reducing my signature in the barrel. So if I'm going to do like this, I'm going to be like this because I'm maneuvering around mates or obstacles, etc. So I'm here. And you see no movement of me driving myself into here. And as long as I have friction, just enough, I'm good to go. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you guys tune into this channel. If you want to tune into my channel, it's the Fieldcraft Survival channel. Make sure you subscribe. Again, this is Mike Glover, Fieldcraft Survival. Until next time, later.